Okay, today Jan and I are going to season our cast iron skillets that we have. These skillets have been in the family for a long time, and each year you should clean them and season them before using them. And we'll go through the steps on how to clean them. So the general rule that you always hear is that you never use soap on a cast iron skillet, except there is one exception, and that's when you clean it at the beginning of the season and then re-season the pan. So what you do is you use hot water, which we will be having. Then you use some hot water. You can put in some soap. We're going to end up washing them. You're supposed to use a nylon, like a nylon brush to wash them down. And then once we get them all washed down, we'll dry them with paper towels, and then we'll start the seasoning process. So we'll be back to you after we get done washing all these pans. And I put a towel down and so the black doesn't, if there's any black left over on the cast iron skillets on the bottom of them, it doesn't get all over stuff in the kitchen. So we're just about ready to pat them down, and then we will start the seasoning process. The next step in the seasoning process is to wipe high temperature oil, like canola oil, all over the pan, the inside, the outside, the handle, before we stick it in the oven for an hour to bake. This will work out just great. We'll be back as soon as we've got them all oiled. We've gone ahead, we've oiled them all up, the top, the bottom, the handles, and now we're sticking them in the oven. You set the oven to 350 degrees. We're going to bake it for an hour, or cook them for an hour so they season. And then we stop and let them cool. We take them off and we see how they're doing. Sometimes you have to season them a second time if you don't see a nice shiny look to them. So don't worry about that. And then you let them cool and use water to rinse them off before use. As you can see, we also put a cookie sheet underneath, so any oil that might drip off the pans will end up on the cookie sheet that you can easily clean. And then we're ready to go. Then when you go in the summer, you wash the pan with just water, no soap, before you use it. Dry it real well, and then that will put a no stick coating on the pan. And then after you use it, all you use is you don't use soap again, you just use water to clean it, and then just put a little oil on the pan to let it set before your next use. We'll get back to you after we've seasoned it for an hour. Thanks. Well, the hour is up, and they seem really good. They're seasoned. Now we're just going to let them cool down. We'll rinse them off with water and hang them up on the side of the cottage for people to start enjoying them. Next, you'll see them in use. So look forward to some new recipes.